Hello folks, on this video we're going to be reviewing the Andeman Level 2 EV wall charger. It just arrived a few days ago, and the box didn't come in the best condition, but the EV wall charger did arrive in perfect condition. This is going to be replacing my GE 30 amp wall charger that I purchased back in 2012. And it still runs and it still works. But the beautiful thing about technology is that it keeps getting better. It's more efficient. Data, info, input. What I like about this specific unit is that it provides statistics, analytics, all that good fun stuff. It comes with the screws, the wall brackets. Comes with everything you need to fully assemble this yourself, or you may need an electrician, and I'll explain to you why. The charging gun is very sturdy, well put, 25-foot cable. Everything what you see here, perfect condition, beautiful. Yeah, look, I was expecting an N14 50 plug here, or at least a 650 plug, but no, they give you the option. And look, I totally get it. There are EV drivers out there that have this actual plug connected into a wall box. Me, I would have preferred the N14 50 plug, but this with the 3 cables, it's asking for a 650. So my outlet in the garage is actually designed for the N14 650 plug, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of modification. It comes with the wall anchor here for the cables, a little hook there to, 25-foot cables, pretty damn impressive. Beautiful unit. There is a thin plastic covering on the surface of the Andeman unit, which I'll be removing after I fully install the unit. Now, I'm somewhat savvy with installing these units. I'm a little bit familiar with the technology. I've been into this world just at least 10 years now, so I'm familiar with the amps, the kilowatts, and the volts, and so forth. That is the reset button in case there's a trip involved, and then the plastic backing right here is what you're going to be using to mount to the actual wall. And you do get the screws with the actual unit, and the instruction book that the unit arrives with, it breaks down the specs. Tells you that it's the power output of 12 kilowatts, 50 amp, and everything else. This is going to be a big difference for me specifically, just because I've gone through multiple EV vehicles, and my current vehicle is the F-150 Lightning vehicle, so I'm going to need as much juice as I can possibly get out of 50 amps. This Andeman unit comes with the EV charger card, and this is something that's a little bit more popular, I'm assuming, in Asia and other parts of the world, because these units are typically installed outside. This unit is weather resistant, and you're going to want these cards so that way if you do install the unit, you don't have anybody else stealing your power. Now, I had to run over to Home Depot, and I picked up a 3050 amp dual plug here so that I could modify, essentially attach a plug to the end of this cable. And it's asking for the J50 plug, and that's what I'm going to do. So I cut the tips off, I stripped the cables, and it's the actual part is pretty self-explanatory. And I'll have a link in the video description for the actual plug. If you do decide to get your very own Andeman unit, link is in the description. I am an Amazon affiliate with this, and you can see my installation. The only thing I think I would have done differently is I think I would have wanted the actual cord a little bit shorter so it would have fit snugly into the actual plug. Do a little bit of drilling here. There's existing holes already in my wall, so I'm going to try to repurpose the holes somewhat with the new unit, just to that way my drywall doesn't get too worn out and scuffed. Because look, in a few years down the road, I may want to upgrade this unit, and it's just better form fitting. Now, I'm using these smaller screws in the anchors. It does provide larger screws, but I think these smaller screws that were actually meant for the cable hook, I think will hold the unit just fine. The unit's really not that heavy. I think the most weight is probably the actual 25-foot cord. It's thick, sturdy, and you know, when you're drawing that amount of electricity, amps, the cords do warm. They do get pretty warm. Now I'm doing a little bit of testing here, and voila! I actually was a little bit concerned, but it worked out. The unit is beautiful. I love the that cyberpunk neon look on there, and the description on there. Welcome to the AC charging equipment. Swipe the card, the little EV card, and there is a modification that will bypass the card. I'm going to peel the film here, get that going, and I'm not going to be using the cable hook that came with it. I have an existing one already, which I'm just going to repurpose. It'll do the exact same job. You can see my old GE unit on there to the left, and now it's the trial here. Make sure it works. Plug it in, and let's see if the Lightning accepts the new charger. And I'm using the card on here, activated, and you do have to use the card right on the actual logo to get it to actually turn on and charge. So plugged in, and the Lightning was probably halfway charged already, so it wasn't on a complete dead battery. And it says it's pulling about average 244 volts. 30. I mean, it's bonkers how you can kind of see this real-time data there, and it goes up to almost 46, maybe 47. And the kilowatts, that's the magic number, right? The kilowatts, it only seems to be averaging about 11.5. I went over to the Lightning to see what the deal is over there. Pulled up the Ford app. I'm like 11.5. So it doesn't really necessarily break 12 kilowatts. And I don't know if there is a loss of power with heat. You know, when you have this amount of current being dumped into an EV vehicle, there could be a little bit of a loss, perhaps in heat. But the app is telling me it's charging on 10 kilowatts. The unit says it's pumping about 11.5 kilowatts. And what I'm doing there is I'm modifying the actual Andeman unit there to just plug and play. I just want to be able to plug and play. I don't want to be able to use that RF card. I took the card and I slipped it right in the back. I want to make sure that anytime I walk in and so forth, I can plug and play. And it has the Smart Life app, which was super easy to download and install. And the app is telling me 11.3 kilowatts, 243, 46. This is really cool. This is right here is what I'm not used to, seeing this real-time data. Overall, this is a fantastic unit. The Lightning loves it. If you're interested in picking up your very own, link is in the description. Folks, Denobi EV here. Thanks for watching.